Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
The General Electric Theater, tonight starring Miss Ann Blythe. This is Ken Carpenter welcoming you to the General Electric Theater, presented by the makers of famous, dependable kitchen and home laundry appliances, General Electric. Tonight we bring you Ann Blythe in State Fair. Tonight, the General Electric Company is proud to present a story which, from the moment of its first appearance, has been taken to the heart of the American people. Also, it's a story perfectly suited to the talents of tonight's star, one of Hollywood's loveliest actresses. We're privileged to bring you a transcription of State Fair by Phil Stone, starring Miss Ann Blythe. But first, good news! General Electric rings the bell with a wonderful contest for you. Enter GE's Great Ring the Bell contest, and you may win a brand new 11-cubic-foot General Electric refrigerator with GE automatic defrosting, General Electric's new Roto-Cold, GE's full-width freezer compartment, and GE's new adjustable sliding shelves. To enter this grand GE contest, look for the Ring the Bell contest banner in your GE dealer's window. There's a gift for every housewife and lots of free prizes. Cost you nothing to enter. Just walk into your GE dealers and receive as a gift a handsome dinner bell with a clear, silvery tone. Your GE dealer will tell you how this same bell may win you a very special prize. Go to any GE dealer with a Ring the Bell contest banner in his window and find out how you can win a new General Electric refrigerator. And now the first act of State Fair, starring Miss Ann Blythe.
You started the doors and windows, Abel?
Yeah, tried them all, Mother. They're locked fast. You all right back there, Wayne?
Fine, Dad.
Blue Boy seemed content in his crate?
How about it, Blue Boy?
That's the best Hampshire boar in the state of Iowa.
Oh, honestly, Daddy, get in the truck and let's get started.
That's what I say, Margie. And leave it up to the judges at the fair, whether or not Blue Boy wins the blue ribbon.
Well, I'm willing to do that, Mother. Perfectly willing. Take a good look at the house now. Won't set eyes on it for a full week. Won't set eyes on its conveniences either, not camping out the way we'll be.
Oh, Daddy, will you please start the truck and drive out of here?
All right, Margie. But let's have a smile, honey, huh? After all, this is the best week of the whole year. The Freight family's going to the State Fair.
Week of the whole year. That's the way Daddy and Mama and Wayne felt about Fair Week. For 51 weeks they'd been dreaming about it, planning and working toward it. Daddy with Blue Boy, his prize boar, and Mama with her variety of tickles for the food exhibit. And Wayne, Wayne would win all the treasures at the hoopla games, or at least he should. And me? The only thing I was taking to the State Fair was me.
Why so quiet, Margie? Don't you feel well?
I was just watching the night.
Well, now you might have been better company.
Sorry, Daddy.
Oh, now your father didn't mean it the way it sounds, Margie. He just means we're all going to the fair for a fine time. And you don't seem too happy about it.
Oh, Mom, I'm not happy. I'm not unhappy. I just don't feel like saying anything, that's all.
No need to talk so long as you feel all right.
Oh, I feel all right.
You're not my little girl this year, Margie. Any other year, you'd be prattling for weeks ahead of time all about the roller coaster, how high would it be, how many times could you ride it in one day. Why, even last year...
Daddy, please. This isn't last year, and I'm not your little girl. I'm 19 years old, and I'm... Oh, Mama.
There now, Margie, dear, cry it out, honey. Whatever it is, wash it away.
Did I say something wrong, Mother?
We'll just all be a little quiet for a while.
Yeah, sure. Maybe just a little lover's spat with Harry, huh?
Now, Abel, it's all right. It's all go right ahead, Margie, dear. Cry all your tears. You'll feel better.
I couldn't explain the tears. Not easily, and not for any reason they'd understand. I didn't really understand. I just knew that lately tears had come quickly for no reason or any reason. Harry was part of it, but not all of it. And Daddy was right. We had quarreled just the night before. We'd left the dance in Pittsville early, and after we drove home, we sat in Harry's roadster in the carriage yard and talked and talked.
Maybe you don't want to talk about it, Margie, but I sort of have to. I'm not going to the fair with you because right now I'm saving every nickel. When we get married this fall, I want to see a bit of the world before we have children to stop us.
Harry.
I thought we'd take the car to New York, and then maybe if I could...
Harry, listen. What are you going to do if I don't marry you?
Margie, for 10 years I've never made any plan except with you in it. I don't know what I'd do. It wouldn't make much difference.
That would make a nice honeymoon. I might almost marry you just to get to go along.
Oh, no, not to go with me, but to be with me. You'll marry me because you want me. Because you love me.
No, Harry, don't. Please don't.
What's the matter, Margie, dear? Don't you want to kiss me anymore?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it, does it?
It's nothing to cry about, honey. It's just upset. It's all right. We'll be married tomorrow. Or anyway, just as soon as you get back from the state fair. And then...
We're never going to be married.
Oh, now, Margie.
No, Harry, don't. I mean it.
Come on now, honey.
I told you to stop, and I meant it. I don't want you to kiss me. I don't want to marry you.
Oh, you'll change your mind. Oh, wait, Margie. You've been edgy and restless like for the last few weeks. You go on to the fair. That's all that's bothering you.
It isn't the fair. Oh, you don't understand. I'm telling you that I don't love you. That I won't marry you.
You just need a change, Margie. A week at the fair will do wonders for you. You'll see.
Everyone was so sure. He answered all my problems with a week at the state fair. You think none of them had ever been 19. Harry or Daddy and Mama. Maybe they hadn't been the way I was. Full of feelings I didn't understand that welled up quickly and soared and flew and then slipped away into nothing, and I'd be all empty inside and lonely. I didn't expect to find the answers at the state fair, not even on the roller coaster.
Well, if it isn't the cleanest boy in Tent City.
I guess so.
2 showers in one day. Who are you trying to impress?
Nobody. But at least I go out where people are. I don't mope around the tent all day.
Oh, now see here, the two of you. I want no fights. This is fair week. And everybody's going to enjoy it if I have to follow them around with a shotgun.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Don't be sorry to me.
I didn't mean anything, Wayne. I apologize.
Oh, that's all right, sis. I could have let it pass.
Oh, well, now, that's better. Why don't you two youngsters run down to the Midway now and enjoy yourselves together, huh? You can sleep late in the morning. Now, get out of both of you.
I don't think that man who ran the game likes you.
Can you push your way through?
I think so. Here, follow me.
I'll tell you what, sis. You go on up and buy a ticket. I'll meet you right in front there in just a few minutes.
All right.
I just remembered. I met a guy this afternoon. A guy from Des Moines here. I didn't have any plans then, and I told him I'd meet him at the hoopla booth about now.
You sure? I mean, if you want to go with your friend, I'll understand.
Oh, I want to go with you. No kidding. I just think I ought to meet this guy and tell him so, that's all. I won't be over for 5 minutes.
I waited 10 minutes after I bought the ticket. When he still didn't come, I decided to ride the roller coaster once and meet him there afterwards. Most of the cars were filled by the time I climbed up the steps, and then I saw the empty one, up near the front.
All right, plenty of room in that car up there, lady.
Yes, I see there is. I'm just trying to decide if I want a car all to myself.
Make up your mind, lady. We're going to roll in just a minute.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Pat. See the empty up there?
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, and how about taking the little lady with you? She's all alone.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Oh, glad to have you.
Well,
Lady, will you please? We can't make any money sitting still.
Come on, I'm harmless, especially in a roller coaster.
Oh, my word of honor, lady. Why, he's a regular boy.
Well, all right. I don't want to hold everyone else up.
Good girl. Here we go.
Thank you.
Oh, everybody, we're up there. Come on.
Not bad so far, is it?
No.
All aboard, roller.
You like roller coasters?
Oh, yes, I do.
They all frighten you?
No.
That's good. This one's a Lulu.
That's good. Oh, Sally! I don't know how it happened, but the next thing I knew, I was clinging to him, my head buried in his shoulder. I could feel the ride going on, hear the delirium of motion as it went higher and higher, and then rocked and startled. We whipped around curves and bounced and reached over upgrades. And only when we began to glide down the last long, pleasant grade did I let go.
They don't frighten you, huh?
Well, they don't, usually. I don't know what happened this time.
I'm sorry to be so rough with you, but I was afraid you were going to faint there. You're white as a sheet right now.
I never fainted in my life. But I almost did that time.
Want to try it again?
Oh, no, not for anything. Not for anything in the world.
Oh, it's not nearly so bad the second time. And the third is positively tame. You know what to expect. You can set your eyes in the worst places.
Oh, it's terrible.
Come on, you can hide your face again if you get scared.
Oh, no, it isn't that. It's just that
I told you. I'm harmless, especially in a roller coaster.
Oh, well, I'm not worried about you. I mean, you don't bother me. I mean, oh, let's ride it again.
And Live is appearing by arrangement with MGM, producers of Dory Scarry's Take the High Ground, starring Richard Woodmark, Elaine Stewart, and Carl Malden. What's the newest thing in freezers? Why, the new General Electric Upright Freezer. It fits right into your kitchen like a refrigerator. Takes up no more space than a refrigerator. Yet it holds up to 490 pounds of frozen food. Because this freezer is upright, it's easier to get at the food, and the sliding adjustable shelves are so convenient. With a whole lot of food stored in a freezer, you want to be sure it's dependable. So you'll be glad to know that a General Electric freezer has dependability built right into it. You see, all General Electric freezers are built with the same sealed-in refrigerating mechanism that's kept more than 3.5 million General Electric refrigerators in service 10 years or longer. Let your GE dealer tell you how you can own a General Electric upright freezer for only about $5.36 a week after small down payment. And now, with our star, Miss Ann Blythe, we bring you the second act of State Fair.
Oh, he was right. The second time wasn't nearly so bad, and the third time, well, the roller coaster was positively tame. His name was Pat Gilbert. He was tall, very blond, with a tan, lean face. Oh, it was a pleasant face. Not handsome, really, but pleasant. His eyes were sort of sleepy-looking, and he smiled a lot. Oh, a nice smile. The kind of smile that could make a girl forget a lot of things. Oh, my golly.
What's the matter?
I forgot all about Wayne.
Wayne?
My brother. Oh, I was supposed to meet him at the roller coaster.
I'm glad you didn't.
Oh, I know, but I hope he's not still waiting for me. Hope my folks aren't worried.
You live here in Des Moines?
No, we're staying up at Tent City. Mama, Daddy, and Wayne and myself.
You know, you're nice.
Thank you.
And you're beautiful. Really beautiful. You know that?
What newspaper do you work for, Pat?
Des Moines Register, but you're still beautiful.
If you're a newspaper man, what were you doing on a roller coaster?
I like roller coasters.
You like them?
I like to ride them. There's motion, there's excitement, doesn't stimulate. I don't know, maybe I'm neurotic. Everything that anyone does anymore outside of a recognized drab pattern is neurotic. But I like to ride roller coasters. Lock me up, I like them.
I like them, too.
Well, there you are now. You're an intelligent girl. Almost as old for a woman as I am for a man.
Am I?
Oh, women learn everything sooner. Like you like to ride roller coasters, so do I. We've got a lot in common.
Pat walked me home, up the hill and beyond the gulch to Tent City. It wasn't late, but the tent was dark and quiet when we got there. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what he'd do. We looked back down at the lights of the fair, and it seemed a long time ago that I'd gone down there with Wayne, wondering whether to become a part of it or stay on the hill and imagine it. I was glad I'd gone down.
Do you see Mama, Wayne?
I think so. Isn't that her hat bobbing around over near the judge's stand?
I don't see her. Oh, yes, now I do. Oh, I'll bet she's nervous. I'm sort of nervous for her.
Yeah, me too. Let's go hold her down. I sure am sorry about last night, sis. This guy kept talking, and when I got back to the roller coaster, I guess you'd gone.
Oh, that's all right. In all that crowd, it's no wonder we couldn't find each other.
How was it?
With what?
The roller coaster, silly. What else are we talking about?
Oh, the roller coaster. Oh, fine. Just fine.
You sure have changed since yesterday.
An improvement?
I'll say. The old state fair sure fixes things up, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does.
Your attention, please. Your attention. Here are the awards in the pickles and preserves category. First prize, sweet pickles, Mrs. A.R. Frake, Brunswick, Iowa.
Hey! Mama, you won!
Hey, Mom, that's great!
Now, simmer down. There's more.
To continue with the awards, sour pickles, dill pickles, and pickles unclassified, all first prizes to Mrs. A.R. Frake of Brunswick, Iowa.
He hasn't come to the spice pickles yet.
Spice pickles, a blue ribbon and plaque for the best pickle or preserve in the department. Mrs. A.R. Frake of Brunswick, Iowa.
The pickle sweepstakes!
Oh, now, children, stop calling me, the two of you. You know I don't take the soft soap.
Yeah, I'm going to find Dad.
Oh, Mama, bless your heart. We're so proud.
Oh, I declare. All this fuss and fume.
Congratulations, Mrs. Frake.
I beg your pardon, young man.
I'm a reporter from the Des Moines Register, Mrs. Frake. We'd like a little story, and your picture. Is all right with you?
Well, now, that's real nice, isn't it, Margie? Margie?
I just stared at him. I couldn't help it. I don't think Mama noticed it much. Oh, she posed like a veteran, surrounded by her prize-winning pickles. And me. Oh, I don't know which of us was more bewildered as she left us and started up Campers Hill. Bless her. Just bless her.
She's nice, too, your mother.
Oh, we're a nice family.
I know. At least I know about everyone but Wayne.
Oh, you don't know Daddy or Blue Boy.
I sure do. I met them both a few minutes ago.
You met Daddy and Blue Boy, but Pat!
Best Hampshire boar in the state of Iowa.
Oh, golly, how wonderful for Daddy.
Blue Boy took a pretty good picture, too. Check tomorrow's paper. Nothing but frakes and blue ribbons.
Oh, funny. I'm not even sure yet, but I want to introduce you to my family and hear you've met most of them all by yourself.
Have dinner with me. We'll talk about that, huh?
I'd like to.
What? No argument? I expected one. You're sure you're the same girl I met last night?
Not sure at all, Pat. We had dinner and talked, rode the roller coaster and talked. Pat had been almost everywhere, done almost everything. I wanted to hear all about it and him. Sometime during the evening, that strange empty feeling inside of me disappeared, and a new feeling took its place. Brand new. I didn't ask any questions about it. I didn't have to. I knew I was falling in love.
Funny. Just a few feet on the other side of that tree is the path up to Camper's Hill. And it feels like we might be anywhere in the world.
We are. Anywhere in the world we want to be.
I want to be here.
Out of all the world.
You're here. I know how that sounds, but I mean it, Margie. You're here, and I want to be with you.
Be honest with me, Pat.
I am. I have been, remember? I started out saying you were nice. Then you were beautiful. That was honest. So is this.
Oh, Pat.
I love you, Margie.
Pat, I'm afraid.
Of me?
Of us. I love you, too. As much as I know about love, I don't really know much, Pat. I haven't been all your places. I've not done very much. Or lived very much, really.
We could fix all that. I want to marry you, Margie.
You really?
Yes, I do, really. I want to marry you tonight.
Before you have time to think. Oh, no, Pat, no. I want to know to be sure.
I'm thinking about it, Margie. I really am. I want everything to be as clear as you do, and I want everything to be as sure as you do, but I want it to be soon. I haven't been a saint, Margie.
No, I don't imagine you have.
I even said I love you before, a lot of times. A few of those times I meant it. I thought I did.
Oh, then what makes it different this time, Pat? If it is.
It is. I've asked you to marry me.
And live where? How? What kind of a life?
That's so very important. If we're together.
How about a farm in Brunswick?
Is that what you want?
It's what I know, and yes, I think it is what I want, Pat. I never thought so, especially until now. When we left to come to the fair, I'd have sworn I wanted anything but a farm in Brunswick.
Margie, is there someone back in Brunswick?
There is a boy who loves me.
Then
I don't love him. I love you, Pat. Only somehow I have the feeling I'll wake up and find you're gone and that it's all been just a part of the state fair.
You think you can find out back in Brunswick?
If I do, can I write you, Pat?
Write. Soon, darling. Or don't write ever.
You awake, Margie?
Yes, Daddy.
Look at your mother all played out. Not a peep out of Wayne since Tuscaloosa.
No, almost morning. Oh, everything's so fresh and still.
The best time of the whole day is just before dawn. You glad to be going home, honey?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Daddy. I'm glad.
Harry will be waiting, I guess.
I guess he will.
Fine boy, Harry.
Yes, he is a fine boy. I hope he'll find a fine girl soon and get married.
Not you, Margie?
I don't love him, Daddy.
Well, then, don't marry him, honey. I was right about one thing on the drive down. You're not my little girl anymore, Margie. You've grown up all in 1 week.
I think maybe I have. Anyway, I'm a lot happier now, Daddy. And things are so much clearer.
Well, I'm sure glad for you, honey. Yes, sir. Well, dang it. Been quite a fair week for the Frake family. Don't suppose we'll be able to get a thing done for months now after all the excitement of the state fair.
Oh, I'll get something done when I get home. I'm going to write a letter.
How's that, Margie?
I said, I'm going to write a letter.
That's so?
It sure is, Daddy. It sure is so.
Ann Blythe will be back in just a moment. A small marvel that does a full-size job. That's the new General Electric 24-inch range. It's only 24 inches wide, and yet it gives you all the cooking service of a full-width range with many GE Deluxe features. You get GE push-button controls, GE Calrod cooking units, a GE high-speed cooking unit for extra-fast starts, GE's automatic oven timer, and the new wide-opening GE Master Oven that can turn out a delicious meal for 24 people. You even get a spacious storage drawer. So if you want to enjoy man-sized speed cooking in a pint-sized space, get this new General Electric 24-inch range. Your General Electric dealer will tell you how you can own this attractive GE range for about $2.69 a week after a small down payment. And now our star, Miss Ann Blythe.
I'd like to say first, Ken, that I, too, find General Electric appliances essential to the ease of modern living.
Thank you, Ann. I'm sure practically everybody will agree with you.
And I also want to say how much I enjoyed playing in State Fair tonight. Not only because it's a wonderful story, but also because the background is so different and stimulating to those of us who are obliged to live in cities.
Yes, I know what you mean, Ann. I'd like to attend a state fair myself sometime.
Yes, but instead, you'd probably find yourself at Ciro's or the Macombo.
Probably, but after all, Ann, there's some advantages to city living.
Certainly there are. But have you ever thought how long a city, any city, would survive without the country people to supply it and keep it alive?
No, it hadn't occurred to me, Ann. I guess not very long.
Oh, don't look so worried, Ken. You'll still get your steak for dinner.
I certainly hope so, Ann. And thank you for being with us tonight.
It was a great pleasure. Good night, everybody.
General Electric Theater has brought you State Fair, starring Miss Ann Blythe. Featured in tonight's cast were Verna Felton, Tom Tully, Sam Edwards, Joe Kearns, Dick Ryan, and Lamont Johnson. State Fair was written by Phil Stong and adapted for radio by Kathleen Height, with editorial supervision by Het Mannheim and music by Wilbur Hatch. General Electric Theater is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle. This is Ken Carpenter inviting you to be with us next week at this same time when General Electric, makers of famous, dependable kitchen and home laundry appliances, will bring you James and Pamela Mason in Cyrano de Bergerac on the General Electric Theater. Join us, won't you?
This is the CBS Radio Network.